about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation.
don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. The first of 4 parts of the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got white 90, 380. Alpha.
Come to my world. Check 52. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Room.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 0. Room.
Here's Rivers. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Red. 10. 61. Matchbox lights.
Watch the safety creep. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Keep it skinny.
Kill.
Done.
From the gun, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Right over there. Yeah. 58, right there.
Hey, Haywood.
Red Delta!
Hey,
Rocket.
25, check 25, check 25.
Throwing again. Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Left.
Pick the edge. Come. Check 50, check 50.
Back.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Check.
12. Hey, Alpha.
Man, I got you. Hey, check right. Watching your 5. Here we go.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. But now it'll be third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Hey, 79.
55. Check 55, Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Cluster. Hey, exit.
Big edge.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
We're okay. Select 15.
Hey, they scared.
Wait, 89.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, Delta.
Goose. Alert 3.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down.
D-line, get that quarterback. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Fight!
55! Pick me up! Here we go!
Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
27-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Rosen hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hey, Charlie! Monday.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
380!
Right there in the middle, 55.
Right!
Check. Jim.
Left! Q.
He's checking.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 31. Watch 20.
Load it.
Watch 20.
Load it. Left to right. 0.
Kill. Turn up.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Load it.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Black 11!
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Run 80! Bravo!
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Team 6. Team 6.
31's the mic.
Hug.
36. 36. Motion.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
31's the mic. Here we go. 31's the mic. Let's go, D. 31's the mic. Here we go. 31's the mic. I got you, boy. Switch.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. He completes it to Henry. A gain there of 21 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
A 2-yard gain. Kill. At the 6-yard line.
Switch gears.
Red Delta!
Check.
Hey!
See, we got motion. Back up. Check. Check 9.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Black 15! White! Hey, I'm going to go load it! Load it!
55, Mike. Squeeze, double.
Check 13! Check 13!
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Black 15! Run 80!
Get in the weight room. You got tape.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Set, 180. You ain't doing nothing. That's correct. You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Load it.
Check. Fresno. Whip.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
There we go.
Set 180. 380. Line 5-4.
Sponge. No.
12.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. A good gain there on 1st down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He's crossing. He's checking cracks.
Hey, high 7.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rosen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go, go.
Hatchet. 31's the mic. Pick it up.
Middle.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That one goes for 24 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Cluster.
55, Mike, 55.
Hey, foxtrot.
Strip the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Set, white 90. 390.
55, Mike.
Keep it skinny.
Check tight. Check tight.
Buckle one. Buckle one.
Check. Hey, orbit. Crunch. Check. 55 to Mike.
White 89.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
Switch.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Hey, Delta.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Rivers again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. To throw is Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, 4 down. 80. 31's the mic. Hey. 31's the mic. Coming this way. Here we go. Yes.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Alert, alert. X3, 218, chopper. 42.
Right back to him on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, alert, alert.
Mike 52, Mike 52. On the ball.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Hey, zoom.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Rivers on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Wild Bill. 42's Mike, 42's
Hug.
Ricky. Mike 42, Mike 42. I got one.
To throw is Rosen. Caught by Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And Stills bringing it in. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch the safety creep. Hug. Topper. 42. Here we go. Motion. Hey, alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This from 25 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now it's his carry for Melvin Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They're running it. Back.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 57 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2.
Cluster.
Tighten up. Big air. Mike 55.
Throwing Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. but condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike 42.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen, and this is caught. It's Parker. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
No. Me. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Hug. Monday. Hey, Haywood.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You draw Porter. Hey, Alpha.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 39.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. On the toss play, this is Drake. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
traffic. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
So Mike 42, Mike 42.
Hey, come on, Monday. Come get it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Watch the curl. Hey, exit.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Alert. You got me right. Don't be scared.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's
Middle. 61. Matchbox lights.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory. And
they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Let's go.
Out of his end zone, Rivers. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
You got nothing. 80 weapons.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Rosen now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
In the face.
Hey, alert.
Now it's Rosen. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, alert.
31's the Mike.
6 man. Check curls.
Throwing now is Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Hey, alert. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Bravo!
31's the mic.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this.
31's the mic.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Rosen to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone.
100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves. Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team got it, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team got it, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her claim she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team got it, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team count, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turned, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball
God, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. So, I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and